Oh, hey. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I can't wait to do yoga together today. We will be focusing on our lower leg. Today we'll be focusing on stretching out our feet and also improving our dorsiflexion, which is our ability to bring our foot closer to our shin. It's really important for our walking mechanics and for standing, learning how to transfer forces so that our leg can divvy it up properly and our feet aren't just taking the brunt of it the whole time. So if you haven't done the other videos in the series, I would recommend starting with the toe yoga, then going to the standing, then finishing with this flow. But if you're short on time or you're just looking to stretch it out, keep it gentle, you're in the right place. So press play when you're ready. Starting with child's pose, taking the knees out wide, big toes together. Taking a couple breaths to settle in. Letting the breath travel in and out through the nose. Finding your ujjayi breathing. On your next inhale, finding your way to tabletop. Spreading those fingers nice and wide, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Starting to pull the belly button up and in. Inhale, find your cow pose. Chin may lift slightly. Allow the pelvis to tilt forward. Exhale, tuck the pelvis, chin to chest. Inhale, press your collarbones through the shoulders. Exhale, round and lift the ribs towards the sky. Continuing a couple more rounds of cat-cows with your breath, your movements. Adding in anything else that feels nice, big sweeping circles of the spine. Maybe working laterally, looking over one shoulder and then the other. On your next inhale, finding your way back to your neutral tabletop. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, kick your right leg back, toes point down to the mat. Heels at hip height, belly button and chest are pointing straight down to the mat, so we're not rotating through our hips. Another big inhale here. Exhale, take the toes over to the left, let the gaze follow over the shoulder. You may stay here in stillness, or maybe you see how it feels to move the heel back, to shift forward to the toes. Continue to breathe. Inhale, lift that leg back to center. And exhale, let the knee return. Inhale, left leg kicks. Toes to the point down to the mat, heel hip height. On your exhale, take the toes over to the right, gaze over the shoulder. Again, yogi's choice. See what feels best for you. That might be different from your opposite side. Keeping those hands nice and strong, not jumping into the wrists. Inhale, lift the leg back to hip height. And exhale, set the knee back down. Taking one round of cat-cows here. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, tuck around, lift the ribs. Inhale, back to tabletop. Core is nice and strong. The toes are tucked under, the knees are hip width apart. On your exhale, starting to sit the hips back towards the heels. Noticing how it feels as it feels and arches the feet. You can find halfway or stack the hips over the knees to help control the load and the intensity of the stretch on the feet. On the inhale, we'll take it forward to our tabletop. Tabletop. And exhale, screaming toe pose. Breathing through the discomfort, try not the shoulders and the jaw remain relaxed. Keeping it moving a couple more breaths. Striving to keep the weight 50-50 as you sit the hips back, not favoring one side over the other. Meeting in our screaming toe pose, we'll stay here for 3 breaths. Knowing you can always adjust the hips. Inhale, take it forward to your tabletop. Wiggle out those toes. Maybe take a couple of circles with the ankles. And then bringing the tops of the feet to the mat. Knees hip width apart. Take a big inhale. Exhale, sit it back for Dorsiflexion. Again, finding the levels of the hip that feel best. You might want to walk it back a little bit further. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, take it back. Your breaths, your movements. Exploring the posture, not forcing it. Meeting in Vidrasana, holding it here for 3 breaths. Sending breath to the tops of the feet into that ankle. Inhale, take it forward to your tabletop. Exhale, wiggle out the toes, move those ankles all around. Inhale, find your way to neutral tabletop. Stay for the exhale. Inhale, kick the right leg back, hip height. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. In our low lunge, we have a couple different things going on, but today we're going to be focusing on our dorsiflexion, so our ability to close the space between our foot and our shin. So inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, resting on the leg or framing that front foot. Choose the variation that best serves you. Exhale, start to shift that knee forward, but take a peek and make sure you can still see your big toe. We want to make sure we're not adding extra stress onto that knee joint. That doesn't need to be there. Going as far as we can without lifting that heel off the ground. Keeping the core connected. We're not overarching through the spine. Shoulders and hips are moving together. You might not feel a huge stretch in the back of the leg, into that calf. But working on that ankle mobility. Maybe you shift it forward and back. Exploring the edges. Taking another big inhale here. Exhale, shift it back, half split, straightening out the front leg, pulling the toes back towards the face. Starting to feel into that hamstring. Keeping as much bend in that knee as needed. Not forcing the hamstring to go too far, too fast. Beautiful. Inhale, shift it forward to your low lunge, framing that front foot. And then exhale, take that knee back. Finding on our opposite side, inhale, kick the left leg back, hip height. Exhale, step it through, low lunge. Inhale, arms rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, choose the arm variation that you like best. Take a big inhale, find that strong core, shoulders over hips. And exhale, begin to shift it forward. Finding that deep dorsiflexion of the foot. Staying in control. Trying to keep the little toes relaxed, not letting them death grip into the mat. Big inhale. And exhale, shift it back, half splits. Straightening out that front leg. Inhale, shift it forward to your low lunge. And exhale, take that knee back. Here for an inhale. Exhale, walk the hands back towards the knees. We're going to find our yogi squat malasana. So it's a great place for a block or a bolster, or taking it without, whatever best serves you. But we're going to find our soles of our feet to the floor. Pointing those toes out just a little. Finding a long straight spine and then holding it here. Try not to dump and collapse into the legs, but keep it lifted into the muscles. Again, noticing how that dorsiflexion is working for us. We just found it in our Anjaneyasana. Now finding it here in our yogi squat. Maybe you shift a little side to side or stay in stillness. Taking another big inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower the bum to the mat, sending the legs out long in front. Pedaling out the knees. Inhale, arms reach overhead. And exhale, slowly lower down to your back. Inhale, find a good morning stretch. Reach those arms behind the head, point the toes. And exhale, letting the whole body relax into your Shavasana. Staying here for as long as you'd like. Letting go of all tension. Trusting the work you're doing. Sending love and gratitude to your lower leg. Letting all your hard work enter in and settle into the body. Wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling to your right or your left side. Slowly making your way to an easy seat. We'll take one last breath all together. Inhale, reaching the arms overhead, collecting all the weight and love. Exhale. Take the hands to heart center. Let it reflect all the light and love that's already there. My friend, I thank you so much for practicing with me today. All the light in me sees and honors all the light in you. Namaste.